ladies and gentlemen, to another episode. We got Corey and the crew with the 5150 show, so let's get right into it.
A friend of mine. Now, this is where I'm really finna get in trouble.
You done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
A friend of mine who calls and checks on me. And I absolutely love the brother, David Banner. I love David Banner. David Banner is the Incredible Hulk to me. Mm-hmm. Have you seen when he's calm, Dr. Banner? Very intelligent. Mm-hmm. You can have a conversation with him, but when he gets mad, that's my brother, David Banner.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen
That's my brother, David Banner. I'm telling you. But I see him evolve into something that is worth holding up. My brother David Banner said this. He is not for necessarily doing business with men who cheat on their wives.
Oh, I have to watch that. Was that the recent interview? Because I didn't see it.
You'll see little pieces of it on the internet. My brother David Banner is not with all you guys who out there cheating on your wives. But I would say to my brother, David Banner, if you do business with men who sleep with men, that's worse than the men who cheat on their wives.
Message.
That means you got about 15% of the men in America to do business with if you do right. Let me say that again. Make sure I got it right. Make sure y'all got it right. If you won't do business with men who cheat on their wives, okay. That's a hell of a moral stance to take. But if you do business with men who put dicks in other men,
You like cause your son's a fag?
you might well fuck with the motherfuckers that sneak and put dicks and pussies where it belong. That's my opinion. Now, I know I'm going to get a call from my brother.
Turn it on right now. He might be thoroughly.
Look, I'm gonna be looking at the phone like this at night.
No. To each his own. To each his own. But I get what you're saying.
I'm just saying this because
I get what
man, David Banner be popping up his shows. I do. And you think he called me and be like, Corey, put me on the list. He just pop up, them bought tickets, everything. Mm-hmm. And I've done the same to him as well. But I'm just saying, I am not saying this to diss my brother, but I'm doing just like I did with that lady who I also said I don't have bad intentions toward that lady. Right. But y'all done got me in this world of the Bible now. And I'm here to tell you what they saying in the red.
That last
I'm going to read it in a second.
Super chat.
If you're not going to do business with men who cheat on their wives, you definitely shouldn't do business with men who plunge in other men.
Aw, DJ Evans. Wow.
Now, what'd he say?
Not on $200.
Man, ever since you had your pastor on a while back, and he said he was going to get you to turn your life over to God, I've been praying that for you, and I see it's happening in real time. Your best episodes are when you quote scripture. They always say, we will be surprised who makes it to heaven. Blessings, Cole.
Oh, DJ
No,
Evans.
that's a man who know what he talk about because we have an idea of who good people are. But we have a problem identifying who good people are. Because people judge you off how they feel about you instead of your deeds. I am going out on a limb against people I love when the truth and the Bible are mixed in. I might have everybody mad at me. I might be an outcast, and God knows that ain't no good feeling when you're an outcast. You can play it off like it's a good feeling, but God damn it, if I have to be the outcast, to be the one who stands on what's right and principles, I'm willing to do it.
That's okay, Corey. Outcast.
Have I lied
Outcast.
to people? I think I've lied 4 times this year. I've counted them.
What?
You know, hey, wait. Okay, Abe that warranted a laugh from Abe.
I think now see, another thing, I've been flaky with phone calls. I told Abe I was going to call him a couple of times. So if that's a lie, then okay, I've lied more than 4 times.
That's just a very bad habit on his part. He does it to everybody.
If that's a lie, I've lied more than 4 times. But I'm talking about the stuff where I lied about and I knew it. And when watch this, I was on the phone. When I hung up the phone and I knew I lied, it bothered me even to this day. Because you know what I lied about, D?
Uh-oh, what?
I lied to women.
Well, what? Well, yeah.
I'm going to give you an example. One day, a girl asked me where I was. She asked me, where are you at? I didn't want to tell her where I was at. So instead of doing like I should have done and said, bitch, I don't want to tell you where I'm at, I lied about where I was.
Was it a good lie?
And them lies I'm talking about were all just like that. I lied, and they weren't in my face. I was talking to him on the phone.
Well, that's when it's easiest.
That's why I said it, D.
You can't look at them in the face.
See,
right.
when I'm looking at you, it's harder for me to lie to you.
Your eyes go to the left.
But since I was on the phone and I didn't want to tell them where I was, I lied. And I don't want to be that way. I don't want to lie about nothing. So I'm going to sacrifice a lot of people by saying what I should say. And that's how life goes. Mm-hmm. I'm going to sacrifice a lot of people by saying what I should say. Now, sometimes I could just be quiet. And I will exercise being quiet as best I can. Because like this example I made right here with my brother, who I'm telling you, I love my brother. Because one time David Banner called me to check on me when I really needed somebody to call and check on me. I was down. And I don't ask him I don't even call him like he called me. And you know what he say? Hey, you all right, bro? That's how he do.
Right.
I'm just checking on you. You good?
Right.
I'm like, wow, man. I'm so glad you called me one time because I just needed somebody to talk to for a minute.
Oh, look at that.
I'm
Good
still
timing.
a human being.
Good timing. That's right.
I'm a human being, but why? Look, why he called?
See?
That I watch who God put in my life.
God, if you listen, help!
And who say something to me. I watch all this.
That's a good
So
picture.
I'm not dissing my brother, even though people would try to make it seem like I'm dissing him. I'm actually trying to show him something. If you gonna take these heathens who cheat on their wife and disassociate yourself with them, you definitely need to disassociate yourself from the heathens who put their penis in a man's anus.
I am a boy! You are not in prison anymore, David! That's not how we do it!
Because that is forbidden according to this Bible. That's what I want to say about that. Beyond Cherry, Banner a stand-up guy. I really think Banner is a stand-up guy. I think he's one of the men on this planet who strives to be better than he is. Because we all got to strive to be better than we are.
All right, y'all. So I I really enjoyed hearing Corey speak highly of another black man. I feel like sometimes that gets lost in 2025. The world's so corrupt, people so evil, and there's so much hatred towards each other. I love hearing a black man speak highly of his brother. We need more of that, especially amongst us women too. Now, the topic. I agree with Corey. If you're not going to do business with cheaters, you shouldn't do business with people who are moist. Now, I don't know if David Banner is doing that, because why is he alluding to that? Why is he saying that? I don't know. But let's talk about men cheating for a second. A lot of men are not one woman men, but I think that especially if you live in America or Europe, you are taught that you should be with one woman, and it's actually a law in America, right? If you have more than one wife, it's bigotry and you can get locked up for that. So I think that you have a lot of men who want more than one woman. They get bored, they want a variety, vagina feels good, and they want more than one, but they don't have the balls to say that, and they catch feelings and they get in a relationship with one woman and they don't know how to say it. They don't want to hurt her. Maybe they have kids. They don't want to tell their mother, and families that they want to live a polygamous. I think that's the right word. I just call it poly for short, because I know it's different terms for if it's the woman with more than one man and all of that. But a man who wants more than one woman, or a cheater, adultery, things like that. I think that there's a lot of men who possibly want that lifestyle, but they don't know how to verbalize it, and they're selfish. They want whatever woman it is that they want, and she don't want to go along with that lifestyle, and they don't want to tell her because she'll leave them, and so they kind of live a double life or cheat, versus finding women like what's his name, Neo, who are okay with that lifestyle and who want to be a part of that lifestyle instead of trying to force it on someone else. And then, you know, we come up with these terms called cheaters and things like that. And then you have all the lying and that type of stuff. But I do think it shows a very high moral value and a good, just overall good character of David Banner, saying he wants to do business with men of integrity. I was just watching the Breakfast Club interview with Memphis Bleak, and he was talking about when Jay-Z started to elevate, and he kind of knew a lot of change was going to come, and how different it is when you're a businessman and you are married.
For Jay to be where he at, he couldn't be around us every day. I'm a liability. Me now, being married, being a businessman, of course, things has changed, but the reckless Bleak, you couldn't be around us.
A lot of us don't know about this type of stuff, but you have a different perception when you are married, when you have a family, a husband, a wife, and children, especially in the business world. You're looked at in a higher regard, and a lot of people just don't know about that, but that is the truth. Look it up, do your research for yourself. But I think that's why we have so much cheating and adultery, because most men they don't have the balls to tell the woman, this is the lifestyle I want to live, and accept the fact if she doesn't want it and walks away. They try to force that lifestyle on a woman who wasn't with that from the jump, instead of getting with a woman, because plenty of women out here who will be one of many and be your second, third wife, multiple wife, or whatever. And then you have men who try to use the Bible or religion also to justify those things. And I'm not saying that it's not in the Bible, but it's also one of those things that's not like enforced, not a commandment type of thing. It's optional, so you need to find someone who wants that option as well. And then we wouldn't have all this cheating and lying and stuff like that. But y'all leave me a comment. Let me know what y'all think about David Banner and him standing on his high moral ground. Let me know what y'all think. So the next time I will catch y'all on the next episode. Peace out.